bit to the front.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little more to the front.
And the big microphone by chance. That's possible.
You want the big microphone? It can be totally moved out the way if you want.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes, could we move that?
Is that good right there? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that should be perfect.
Okay, I think I got this right. Okay, I'm okay. Just here's I need a
You need to get started on
a stand.
Oh.
Oof, man, it's technology. I hate it.
I'm trying to make it within 3 minutes because like that's the limit that we have. Like we can only record for 30
This
minutes.
number keeps calling me like 5 times.
You want to step out and answer?
Could it be
real
Miss
quick?
Najeri?
Maybe is it 773?
Answering it. I don't. Without seeing the number, I don't know if it's her. Number. Is that the one you use or no?
Let's do. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Whew.
Hello, this is Kendall Davis. Hello?
Fremont. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. You can try. I'm okay. Yeah. It's
You want to do your
Yeah.
after and you do your show?
okay. I hit you. Yeah, she said, yeah, she need 2 minutes, made it back.
You sure? Because I can have them go set up for your mother
Hi,
and
this
then
is
do
Kendall
you after
Davis.
your show.
Huh? Oh no, we good because I was
You
I'm
good?
yeah,
Okay.
we good. Yeah.
Is this one better for you? Oh, that case. Okay, that may not work. Let me see. Let me think this one. What do you normally use? Is that it? Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
switch.
yes, I'm so sorry, Miss Najeri. So we're here with your son, Fred Hanson Jr., and we were going to do his interview first. We were going to switch them around and then do yours in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm sorry, we talked to him personally. He said that he had contacted you to let you know.
No, let me see. What's going on? Let me see. Let me make this
I'm
work.
so sorry. We told him and he said that it would be fine.
Was she what?
No. We're gonna incorporate.
Wait, Kim Dillon, wait
Sis.
for what Chairman said.
Yeah, okay. This is what I'm playing. We're gonna incorporate it with our show anyway.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
We're gonna okay. We're gonna tie our interviews in with. I was gonna go live. So I gotta call her. I gotta call her anyway. So we're gonna all just do it all at one time. You follow me?
Okay.
All right. So what would you want me to go first?
Yes, that would be better.
All right. Let's okay. Let's do that. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to call her. Yep. Okay.
They wanted her on screen on their Zoom.
Oh, okay.
To record her separate.
Okay. Okay. Fremont. Okay. Peace and blessings. Yes, sir. How you feeling, brother? Okay. I'm yes. I'm live on the radio right now. I'm trying to. We on air right now. So you want to come in? Okay. No. Hey, can you hit the radio show number, the 929 number? Can you call that one? 477. Oh damn. Hold on, Daphne. Oh, hold on. It's crazy. This is how my life works. This is a jail call. This how my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might gotta stay on because you might gotta stay on. Yeah. If you can't, I don't know if Daphne got the lines. Try her. If not, if you I hear how you call back. Try that. If you don't get through, hit me right back on this one. Yes, sir. Yeah. This is the story of my life. Yeah. Okay.
So should we do her and then?
I didn't know. Okay, I know she wasn't on screen. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
We're gonna go do her.
All right.
And then after you're done with everything,
Okay.
she can
All right.
ask.
All right. Okay. All good.
Do you want me to start you now with your show though? Or are we still waiting on Daphne on that?
Yeah. Let me.
Okay, then let me.
All right.
I'm gonna step out one second and work.
Is it okay?
Okay.
You can leave that there. Thank you. I won't see it.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, you don't need the microphone for what you're doing with the Zoom, right? Okay. Then we're gonna do this in here. Grab your laptop. Yes.
Okay. Y'all bear with us. Okay, right on. Whew. Story of my life. Okay, trying to okay. Free them all, sis. Right on. Free them all. We're trying to balance these jail calls coming in and do the show. So y'all bear with us, or as we say, cub with us. All right. Man. I don't do no commercials now. Oh man.
Get you started over here.
Okay. Let's see. Free them all. Right back at y'all. We're gonna be getting down in a minute. Trying to balance things up. Okay. Was this in the way?
Not for me, no.
Okay. Y'all bear with us.
I'm ready to go live when you are.
Okay.
Go live for me?
Yeah, we can go live. Yeah, we can go live.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ears up, eyes open, the fist clench. Y'all know what this is and how we do this. This is Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. coming to you live and direct with revolutionary love and respect. Welcome to another episode of Free Them All Radio here, Intellectual Radio. Get locked and low with those numbers, y'all. 708-223-8953. Let's get ready to make history. Let's get ready to take history. And also let's get ready to take history. That's what it is. Not only a Chairman Fred Hampton with that. Yes, indeed. Right on. Okay, you see in the building, D-Don. That's what it is. No, that wasn't me, D-Don. That wasn't me getting down on the microphones. Another brother. Yeah, we said that before. Yeah, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, y'all, if y'all can't take a pause for the calls, y'all open those front doors and those back windows. I know it's a little breezy outside, but again, take a pause for the calls and let them know weekly program, the Black Panther Party Cubs. It's live in the break, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and Robert Allen, aka the Lady of Rage. We wait and give us a few minutes before we get our blog talk clicked in, though. But in the meantime, between time, in fact, after that, let's keep our heads up, our eyes open, our fists clenched, y'all. Intense times. We got, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna travel the globe. We got a few stops to make. What's happening in Wisconsin? What's going down in Georgia? The Arbery case. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we referencing it is that Because the deal is actually the defendants is on trial. 3 white individuals that murdered this brother. We're gonna talk about, you know, saying your thoughts. Where we at, you know, saying, you know, in comparison, a contrast with another major case that's happening in regards to the Rittenhouse case, who is on trial for wounding another individual and murdering 2 individuals. And people may say, well, let's get a little more detail and just say individuals, because the deal is any discussion, in particular in this country, in particular in the United States, the dynamics of race cannot be negated. Whether we're talking about, you know, the disproportionate amount of imprisonment, the disproportionate amount of rate in infant mortality rate, disproportionate rate in crack, powder cocaine, as opposed to crack cocaine. These different dynamics, you know what I'm saying, cannot be did I lose my volume? Okay, because I know when the phone ring, I lose the volume on Instagram. No, I'm still on trial. Let me know, can you hear me? Can you hear me on Instagram? Let me know if y'all give me this, if y'all can hear me or not. Okay, again, we live and direct. I just want to also, I'm gonna try this. Call to the camera directly on the radio. Okay, right on.
Blog Talk Radio.
No sound. I knew it.
Welcome to
When you
Blog
call
Talk
in to the
Radio.
phone,
Please hold and you'll be
I
able
lose
to
the
listen to
sound.
the show.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He had his phone up. How you had his phone up? Okay, as we continue line, say unless you previously was on account. Okay. No. I'm too disorganized. Let me try this again. Too much going on here. Let's try this again. Okay, how you do this?
Blog Talk Radio.
Y'all forgive
Welcome
me.
to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
That's me calling in. Right on. Definitely need it. Who is that? Definitely need that ginger. Okay, audio is good. I didn't be brought in on Freedom on Radio Blog Talk. Y'all forgive us. I'm trying to do this technology and balance a whole bunch of things. You got to go visit our brother Pedro in the hospital, y'all. Y'all keep on y'all minds and hearts. Got word he's in the hospital. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. If somebody can click me right in, Freedom on Radio. As soon as it's going in, I'm coming right in, y'all. Free them all. That's me and Face getting down, y'all. We finna go right into it. Y'all bear with us, y'all. Good with us. We're going right in. We're going to be talking about what's happening with the various cases. Arbery case in Georgia. Rittenhouse case in Wisconsin. Many people refer to as White Wisconsin. We ran free them all. Free them all. Bear with us, y'all. Okay, cool. So let Tip. Okay, if you can't, close, let Gavin know that that's me from the 708 number. Bring me right in. That's me calling from 708 number. Oh man, y'all lost on the volume. Can't hear me? California. Lonely legacy Black Panther Party, protected, respected, and never. Can you can bring me in, Sister Comrade? Can somebody hit that? Let her know, bring me right in. She probably can't bring me in yet. I'm gonna stop this for a minute and just come back in on that. Okay, y'all, let's make history, take history, and take history. Live and direct. Welcome to Freedom Radio, by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robin Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. As y'all see today, been whoo, man, stick with me, but we got to move on a pivot. As we say, a political pivot. Y'all can call in now. It's for now 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts. In fact, we supposed to have featured Mother Comrade Akua is being interviewed now. I was on the press. We was on this show. Do it both of us live, but they got to film us separately. But I'll be getting interviewed myself. I'll be getting interviewed also shortly. But y'all feel free, any questions or comments you have, post me on Instagram, or also right here on the YouTube live station. Are you aware that they plan on killing innocent man in Oklahoma? This is that the Julius Jones case? Julius, yeah, please let's update. Let's talk about. Can't hear. Man, what's going on? You still can't? No, he can't hear me. Are you able to hear me? Let me know. So okay, Instagram. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Let me know if you hear Instagram. Let me know if you can hear me. Official Chairman Fred on Instagram. You can't hear. Okay, right on. Okay, yeah. The Julius Jones case in Oklahoma. Okay, you good. Yes, in fact, we try to reach out to a number of different people to get a representative somewhat in regards to this case. Again, for those who are just tuning in, the state Oklahoma is setting an execution case to take out the state-sanctioned murder of Julius Jones. Again, this is in Oklahoma. I know many people, may be under depression that, with the pandemic, climate, that, the state is eased up in regards to, contradictions, since it's still the death penalty, they still moving. So if we can get someone who's familiar with that case, or that's on the ground, what some of the plans was being mobilized. I have a lot of people are not familiar with the case, so let's see. We know, we say it's never too late. So if you can, someone can reach out and get some call-in numbers, or put us in tune with some mobilizations that they have that are set in regards to challenging this plan execution. And this, I think, and if you're more familiar with, feel free to tap in, type in. I think he's been like 22 years. 22. Okay, who is that? Forgive me, I ain't got my glasses on. Ms. Rowe. You're very familiar in Oklahoma. If you can, we appreciate if you can call in. Like I said, or you feel more comfortable typing in. I think you even like the 22 years. And there's a lot of holes in it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just people. I say a lot of holes in it. There's some like a lot of blatant contradiction in regard to the case. Okay, come in live now. Okay, all right.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Am I locked? Am I in?
Unmuted.
Right on. Let me know if I can be heard loud and clear. So we are live on Blog Talk. We are live on YouTube.
Loud and clear.
If I can be heard loud and clear. Got it.
So we are live on Blog.
Got an echo. All right, y'all. So y'all feel free to tell me. Yeah, I'm going to get on top of that. I keep on saying I'm so busy. King Darius has said I should write a book. Yeah, I keep on. I guess it's an excuse. I say I'm too busy making history to write history, but I'm definitely. I mean, I'm definitely going to address that ASAP. Because I know how much the writings of Revolutionary Suicide, authored by Minister U.E.P. Newton, Solid by Solid Shakur, Solidarity Brother by Field Marshal George Jackson, how they've impacted my life. So again, I agree. We're gonna get on top of that. Definitely, definitely. Let me know if we got any callers in queue on your end. Also, Sister Conrad, we're waiting on. I think we got an actual call from inside the camps calling in. Yeah. Got it. Okay. So I got I'm honored to be listening to you speak. Okay, right. And I'm honored to speak to you. I'm honored to speak to you. The sentiments are reciprocal, it's an honor to serve the people. Real talk. So we got a few things that's moving and grooving. We waiting on a couple of people to call in that's directly on the ground in regards to the Ahmaud Arbery, the trial, murder of Ahmaud Arbery down in Georgia. Also, what's happening in Wisconsin, the Rittenhouse case. What's your thoughts on it? This let's utilize this as an opportunity to how you view it. Some people take the position that, being that the victims in the Rittenhouse case, they are white. Some say the people should have, black community shouldn't have any involvement, shouldn't be concerned about it. And I think it's a leap just for just even the discussion of race to be acknowledged, because in so many cases we're told to dismiss that. So what the deal is in the United States, this has historically been a top tactic. A major tool. So the deal is, whether you acknowledge the deal with in a reactionary sort of way or what, but the fact is you must acknowledge it. In fact, we're not racist, we're realists. What is this? Okay, Travis, Michael, Gregory, Michael, and William Bryan trial. Okay, so you speak. Okay, in regards to the names of the individuals, Coles, can you speak? Can you be heard? Are you online? Coles, are you on? Coles, can you speak? Can you be heard on there? Online?
Free them all, Brother Chairman. Sister Robin called dropped.
Okay.
When she comes back in, I'll open
All right.
up.
All right.
And she's back on now. Free them all.
Okay, free them all.
Sister Robin called dropped. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, I was reading your comment.
Free them all. Can you hear me?
Free them all. Yes, I was reading your comment. I was reading your comment on.
I meant to put the that these were the people on trial.
Okay.
That these were the people who murdered Ahmaud Arbery, Gregory McMichael, Travis McMichael, and William Bryan.
For those not familiar, we're talking about the case of Ahmaud Arbery was murdered in Georgia. And we want, what's your thoughts? What's people's thoughts? What do they, is this something that people should be, what did you see? What are the differences that people are witnesses, how they feel in regards to this in contrast? Or should there even be a contrast? Should it be held in the same discussion in regards to the Kyle Rittenhouse case down in Wisconsin, who's on trial in regards to the case of the two white individuals, I can't recall their names, but the other, and injuring one. What's the contrast? What's the differences? How do people feel about it? How do you view the court system? Should race even be a factor? Should dynamics of race even be brought into it? You know what I'm saying? Should the assessment, as comedic genius Richard Pryor said when he went down to the courthouse looking for justice, just he found just us. So these are times we like, what's the assessment? How do people feel about it? So feel free, call in, what's your thoughts on, even how thus far, the position that, is it a consistency, the protocol, the demeanor, the judge, how emotions are, handled, how emotions are accepted, or is it how they're dismissed? Is it a blanket approach to the law? Is the law, is justice blind? Is it, is it something that, that the law, regardless of, race, gender, class, is applied equally? Let's have those discussions. Again, you feel free to call in. Also be on the lookout for a call back from. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a major delay on here, but I know with the trial and everything with these three murderers of Ahmaud Arbery, when they were picking the jurors, it was a comment made about it should be more Bubbas and Joe Sixpacks on here. Like white men over 40, not with a 4-year college education. It was either this jury or the Kyle Rittenhouse jury, basically the same. More Bubbas and Joe Sixpacks. And then I don't know if you saw when, I believe it may have been the I think it was Ahmaud Arbery family had Al Sharpton was sitting in there with the family, and the defense attorney was saying, we don't need no more black pastors in here. We don't, they were saying that the pastors were intimidating the jurors, like this was some type of ploy, some type of trick, like how many pastors can they have and how many people, how are you going to say who can come in and sit with the family and who, if this is their support system and their support team, that's who they have. But, just to say no more black pastors in here and keep it moving, we don't want that. Is you trying to intimidate the Joe Bubbas and the Sixpacks and the whoever. That's how the jurors were stacked back in the day. The juries with white men and wouldn't deliberate 5 minutes. If that, you coming back, if it was a black man, you coming guilty, or if it's a white man, innocent. So I just wanted to mention that is going down with these cases and these trials.
Right on. I think I'll add to this. I think in many cases, whether it be food, music, or political analysis, we have to take the scraps and utilize it. Whether it be for survival, whether it be to heighten the contradictions. Some people say, well, we shouldn't be discussing this. The case, not this case, but the case of Rittenhouse in Wisconsin. But even with this case of the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, where the acknowledgement, the acknowledgement where there's, saying, not just saying no more black people in the court, it's saying black pastors. Everything is political. And, everything, terms, words, and it's a certain the gun is political, how you view it, you know what I'm saying, who has it. And the dynamic of the history, even how, and mind you, even location, we're talking about Georgia, and historically in the South in particular, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, with this reference to the Bible Belt, during the era of chattel slavery, how the role of the pastors, the role of the preachers, in fact, you look at, even there was some certain that in the movie Birth of a Nation that they was like even the like like how initially the politics of it was a job was to go saying to preach the good word and and placate or pass keep those on the plantations peaceful. But the fact that they went so far as to distinguish that is like I tell people, so when you hear people say certain dogs, and say you can have dogs, you can lease this apartment, but no pit bulls, no wrong. That's political. It's a certain, and it's not a blanket. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain dynamic. It's a politics to a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like people say, I mean, it's not by happenstance that you are just not seeing emergence, a number of black quarterbacks in the football field because they recognize black people can throw the football. It's like like you have conversations. Okay, who's going to quarterback this discussion? Like the face of it, who going to set the tone? So who going to govern it? And for them to say that, in particular, I think we should. I really think we should, seize the time. And ironically, he was talking about he's talking about Reverend Sharpton initially, but particular amongst others, but also there was a case in New Orleans after the hurricane, which we refer to as Hurricane America, as opposed to calling it Hurricane Katrina. When Reverend Sharpton and the likes, they had referenced, they raised issue with the government for referring to black people as the refugees. And I was just, a lot of people was like, yeah, we should be called. I said, I think we should seize the time. So we say, okay, come on with it. Because the deal is the policy, whether you change the name or not, that the policies are being enacted. But this system is so Machiavellian, they know that they put "we serve and protect" on the side of the police doors, regardless how many plungers they stick up the rectums, of black men and I'm sure women in the 17th precinct in New York, regardless how many young black and brown men and women are taken to Area 2 violent crimes and under Lieutenant John Burge, in their private parts, electroshocked, and they're tortured with the infamous black box. Regardless how many Antoinette, okay, call her sister's last name, police come through her doors and she's stark naked. You know what I'm saying? And regardless how many, case after case, historically, cases had the police get down, not to negate, the assassination of the chairman for independence of Mark Clark, December 4th, 1969. If you have serve and protect on it, that propaganda, it minimum silences the blow, or mutes the blow, or actually in many cases make you just ignore it all the way. So I think it's important that we even seize the time when certain terms come out. As we've seen the big thing with Illinois Senator Dick Durbin, that raised issue with former U.S. President Donald Trump, when Donald Trump had referenced Africa as a shithole, and and basically Dick Durbin's and other politicians, they said we're not tripping with you about saying it, but you just can't say it like that. And Trump was basically articulating the policies of in which Africa and Africans, and and not just at home but abroad, throughout the diaspora, not just in the Congo and Ghana, but the Haiti, throughout the world, the policies how America views Africa is a shithole, it's a toilet stool, and though it takes the fertilizer up out of it, the stuff that the bauxite, the copper, the gold, the cocoa, they exploit the fertilizer up out of it. But and they do it in a way that even have in the Sierra Leone, the diamonds, that they use the propaganda. This ain't it's a shithole, but all the time, even it's fertilizing shit. It's life in that shit. And they once you get people to dismiss it in whole and say, they can exploit the resources up out of it. We live and direct here on Freedom Radio, making history, taking history, taping history. Y'all feel free to call in. Better yet, call me in 929-477-3785. Also press 708-223-8953. Let's keep Brother Pedro on our minds and our hearts. Those who know him in the Chicago area. Got a phone call from his son earlier, and a good phone call from people in the community. This is one of our community forces. Like a lot of times, people say, "Chad, how you be knowing what's going down in the community?" You know what I'm saying? You know how you be knowing, keeping updated? You know, the streets are our office. Our work hours are 24 hours a day. Our secretaries are those on those street corners, you know, that you see in the people in the community. So I had some word to Pedro through his son today. He's talking about, he said, get word. He said, well, looking too good for Pedro. I see, well, you let him know. He don't get well, we gonna fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? So I see, you tell the chairman said that. So he taps in, listen to it every once in a while. So man, again, this time we're gonna follow through with that workout regimen we've been talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know we went down to that about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, went down to the workout place, and they told us the elevators wasn't working, and it's okay. And we walked the stairs, and both of us got up there. We was like, damn, that's the workout right there, ain't it, man? But man, we gonna tighten up, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't get me wrong. I don't talk about the health issues in our people. I don't talk about the relationship issues in our people in a bubble. I have a real disdain for people with race or class arrogance that talk about any contradictions in our community or our people, some sort of bubble theory. In other words, whether it be relationship issues, whether it be drug issues, you know what I'm saying? You have people who have no concept, and you tell me, and you detach it. You can't just talk. In other words, you just can't talk to me about the people in Auschwitz and Dachau and Nazi Germany and say, oh, they were malnourished, they wasn't eating right, and you don't acknowledge this in the motherfucking gas chamber. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to me about, you know what I'm saying, the contradictions within the music, so these rappers, they engaged, you know what I'm saying, type of misogyny and dynamics. If you're not going to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the Pied Pipers, the Clear Channel, who controls, who governs the airplay, what you're told to do, all of that. You're going to talk about me talking about the killings in Chicago, man, some sort of detached way, negating, the roles of Norfolk Railroad, dropping automatic weapons, into these children's hands, and the role that the cartel plays. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We acknowledge that there are those who, even as one individual told me some years ago, even if given the opportunity to engage to do something else, they still gonna show allegiance to the state. And the deal is, but again, who was a shot caller? So to put that in its correct context. So even with our health, people, we need to do this and that, and you don't want to acknowledge the food deserts. See, the deal is we don't just talk about it. We don't, like Chairman Ferris, we ain't talking about no children. Children are hungry. The Black Panther Party in the first free breakfast program fed a minimum of 3,500 children a week. You know what I'm saying? And heighten the contradiction to the point where the state tried to make a deal with certain street organizations. Told them, say, man, listen, we'll give you this property if you stop the Black Panther Party from opening a free medical center. See, these are different dynamics that we want to heighten the contradiction. People start saying, why is it? It's a concerted effort. A lot of individuals say, well, we just come together. You know what I'm saying? We just, like they don't know, even in the court system, if we explain to them, who this individual did, or the fact that there's even a trial going on, the type of discussion in regards to the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, it's insulting. It's insulting. Man, you flip the script. You switch it. You just switch it around. Man, Ahmaud Arbery, man, and any other black cat, man, they meant the guillotine before even getting in the police car. So look at the case of Rittenhouse. Even though these victims are white, but you know what I'm saying, the fact you don't hear the narrative. You hear when black children engage in certain activities. What blame the parents? What do the parents do? What are the parents say? What is the mother? Put it in context. His mother.
He's a child. If
yeah.
He was black, he's been a grown man.
No doubt about it. And his mother.
Man.
Mm-hmm. His mother drove him down there. His mother drove him, drove him. And again, it's political. The judge said even the people who were murdered, they can't be referred to as victims. They can be referred, you know what I'm saying, as rioters, looters. A lot of times, our people say, well, man, it don't make a difference. Just say your father died. You know, it doesn't make a difference. Everything political. Words, terms, fashion, everything. Everything political.
And his theatrics, I'm pretty sure, well, I can't assume that everybody has seen his theatrics, him trying to cry, and then it looks so staged, the way he looked at the judge, like, after he trying to cry, he looked at the judge like, okay, this is where you come in, didn't we rehearse this? Or, you know, it's like, and then the judge we gonna need a recess, son, and this and all of that, you know, like, it's just so clear.
And it's so
you probably ain't gonna get the verdict that people expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Or get the verdict that people are expecting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fremont, but Karen.
Fremont, Conrad.
We got Brother the Heck on the line.
Welcome. Come on in. Right on. Welcome to Fremont Radio.
Peace and blessing, love and service, man. How y'all doing?
Peace and blessing, love and service, brother, man. Good to hear you, man. We all right on this end, man. Man, how are you doing? How you holding up, man? It's been a while since we heard from you. We know you've been, man. We know y'all been going through it. Our last time we talked to y'all on that end, you know, it was cold red, man. And you know, y'all been on our mind and our hearts, man. So, man, bring us up to speed. Those, you know, yes.
Collection from all the different comrades, man, around the compound, and we sent $1,000 to the Southern Center for Human Rights, man. Asking them to let them folks know to stop charging our young brothers, the GD Bloods, Crips, you know, and the GFs and the Muslim brothers with these murders, you know what I'm saying? Because these guys, like I told y'all before, man, these guys dying because ain't no officer there called medical. Ain't no medical staff here at the institution after 5:30, 6 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, till 7 o'clock the next morning. 13 hours for a 1,500-man compound in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, with the most deadliest prisoners in the state of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. So that means if anybody gets stabbed, beaten, or hurt, you know what I'm saying, they got to wait for a helicopter to come or an ambulance to ride through the country, you know, roads to get here. It's going to take 30 minutes or better. So these guys bleed out, man, because ain't nobody here. But, you know, by the grace of God, you know what I mean, since the last time I was here with y'all live, man, on Fremont, man, you know, they say that the Department of Justice has started a statewide investigation on the institution. Unfortunately, one of the only institutions, you know what I mean, that they're not coming to, you know what I'm saying, is up here, you know, at Smith State Prison, where they say it was all started at. But, you know, God got the glory, and God knows what He needs to do it. And I know that y'all out there on the front line ready to support us if we need to do any protests, if we need to do any type of civil actions. You know what I mean? I did not file a lawsuit. I just filed a local grievances on the matter. And they say that, you know, certain federal forces are supposed to come in and speak with us on the matter, but as of yet, man, that ain't happening. As y'all know through the video that they did come after I had got on the radio and spoke with y'all, and that federal thing came down from the Department of Justice that the pigs did come in and tase me and beat me butt naked inside of my cell after lockdown. The captain here, I heard that he just resigned last week, but you know what I mean? He tased me, they jumped on me, they put me in shackles on the wheelchair and then brought me to solitary confinement. I have been basically placed in solitary confinement and housed and locked here, and that I have to do a year or more behind solitary confinement doors on 24 hours, 7 days a week, maximum lockdown outside of going out to take a shower twice a week. No yard, no nothing. But you know what I mean, man, I'm holding strong, man. We in here doing legal work. We in here working on our recovery. We in here working on gang unity, you know what I'm saying? And just continuing to be the best men that we can possibly be, man. You know, we got other comrades here that got assault officers, and we got guys here we can try to charge with these, you know what I'm saying, felonious, you know what I'm saying, murders. But man, you know what I'm saying, the pigs know what's going on, and they know we're gonna always stand together as brothers of the struggle, just like the Pontiac 17, which also came off the back of, you know, your father, you know what I mean, you know, LSD movement, Lloyd Stones and Disciple movement. And so, you know, we just carrying the struggle on, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm hungry, you know what I mean, and I want some help, you know what I mean. But sometimes we just gotta lay low and sit, you know what I'm saying, tight, you know what I mean, and just watch God move and watch how the people move on our behalf. Because, you know, sometimes we want to do it all, and sometimes we want to see change happen right now. You know what I mean? One guy told me, he said, man, hey, man, you know, them folks got hit out on you, you know what I'm saying? And we were sent to kill you, you know what I'm saying? And the dude, you know what I'm saying, you know, between us, man, you know, tried to hit me in the head with a fan motor and take my life, you know what I'm saying? But by the grace of God, my life was spared, and I'm still here today, you know what I'm saying? And that was, you know, over a month and a half ago. So to God be the glory, man. And I just thank God for the spirit of revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, realism. You know, we've been reading these books by Baruti and talking about our black revolutionary struggle. And we can't compromise this struggle. We can't bend the fold this struggle, but we do got to be strategic so we don't place ourselves in compromised situations where it's easy for these crackers to pick us off. And so that's what we're doing, man. We stay in front line with this thing, but we're striving to move in strategic manners, you know what I mean, in a way that where it's not insulting to the point that where, you know what I'm saying, we just make ourselves easy targets to the traffic, man.
It's live and direct. This brother here, y'all, again. When we talk about, you know, the conditions out here in outside community, you dig? We said, you know, as Malcolm X said, America itself represents a prison. Minister UAP Nunes said the prison is a microcosm of the outside community. Saying all that to say that it's more intensified, you know what I'm saying, talking about the, you know, the we don't care healthcare system, you know, when our brother talks about, you know, the shift that they couldn't, I mean, literally, they telling you, you know, in the face of, you know, blatant, you know what I'm saying, stabbings, murder, you know what I'm saying, and majority of, if not all, a state set up, not to mention climate the coronavirus, the arrogance, you know what I'm saying, was to say in the location, in the area that it's a term they use called state property. In other words, it would say that when you're held captive, you locked down, that you know, anything happens to you, that you are seen as like a farmer look at their cattle, that, you know what I'm saying? So to say that there's a certain shift that they come in and don't come out. And you know what I'm saying? Then we heard some of the horror stories and atrocities that have been going on. And as I said, you see what's going on out here in the streets, and when they tell, look what police are doing to people when they say they have body cameras on. This ain't no hidden cameras. They telling them they got cameras. They own cameras, and they shooting you down. So we can only imagine what's going down. And again, whatever we can do, we appreciate this, brother. I just want to say this. It never ceases to amaze me and inspire me, and I'm sure inspire others with the limited, and in many cases, no resources. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, I mean, I recall events in Atlanta where, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, where it's called, you know what I'm saying, calls put out for everybody to come, you know what I'm saying, forced to come from all over. And, you know, I ain't straight cut to the chase. I didn't have the finance, the funds to make it there. You know what I'm saying? This brother make it, man. I mean, he touching now with, you know, man, reaching out to different people, you know what I'm saying? And man, they say, hey man, hey champion, hey, we got, man, the bus ticket was waiting on you and your point person, your security. Wasn't no back and forth. And I just, again, we got these are resources. You know, so we cannot afford to lose. And even with the Freedom on Radio today, the ideas and thoughts and watching this, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the history of this brother and others, what they brought to the table. You know, I said, damn, I said, man, information, radio station, all time, man, hold on. Man, man, let's up the ante. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration. So again, this was going down in Smith Prison. You know, so we got, you know what I'm saying, make sure, I don't know how we're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, make sure we get this brother contact. We on standby for you, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate appreciate you and just even the historical reference you just made. Also, I just want to put in context. Pontiac 17 case. This is a case, with during the climate of the uprisings that was happening throughout the country, and throughout the world. You had, saying it was a climate. It was, popping up. I mean, left and right. Saying you had the Attica, Folsom. Saying uprising. And even how, as Sundiata Kohli has said, how people viewed the prisons, how people viewed prisoners. People were related to the sentiments of William Thoreau, who authored Civil Disobedience, where it basically said, well, in an unjust society, the only place for a just man, I'm gonna paraphrase, a just woman was prison. And you had support. The Pontiac 17 case you referenced, in fact, case Brother Chairman Larry Hoover was on, and also Mayor Daley, he wasn't Mayor Daley, the state's attorney Daley was one of those prosecutors on that case. You had a sentiment of, and it was a dynamic when they come here with this blanket gang activity. You had cats from all different, walks of street tribes. You know what I'm saying? And you had people on the outside, literally saying, "Man, how can I help with this case?" People were, saying, well, and that's the deal. It got to be that you honored to be, saying, how can I play a part in this here, and that's the dynamic. So those who are not familiar with that case, get familiar with it. Those who are not familiar with what's going on down in Smith Prison, Brother Hess, get familiar with it, get on board with it, see how we can assist the one prison, one contact. Any contact information you want to lay out, whatever, what have you. If not, we get the word out. So I know how we moving, but we don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? And this is, as our brother just said, when prisoners were sent at him to make moves, to do hits. And this happens in our community. We had the case in Cook County Jail where the cat, the cats was in there, and the guards in Division 6 opened the cell door. The guy gave the guy the hot grease out the microwave. You know what I'm saying? And threw him in the cell, the young brother. And got the brothers being unconscious. And outside community, they giving cats weapons, arms. Man, here you go. Man, handle that business. In Rwanda, it wasn't just no Hutus and Tutsis fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? They had, documented. With Chinese that, took over the airwaves days before. They was, they had big sheaths, knives, ginsus, put them in their hands. You had the Belgium, the French, all these string pullers. Similar to like the 1960s. You did? Stones and disciples fighting each other. You had the Woodlawn Experiment. You had the University of Chicago, Sears and Roebuck, First National Bank, Rockefeller Foundation, Ford Foundation, benefactors of the bloodshed. You did? This ain't, our communities. This is these different rappers. They can't look past. Even today, Memphis, Mississippi, young Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Gunned down by the stove. You know what I'm saying? And these rap people just going, the deal is as a criminal psychologist said. When you go to a crime scene, that's what our communities basically are, crime scenes. Who benefited? I'm not talking about just right there, not right there on the spot. When they come see a case, the guy or the wife murdered or the husband murdered, the police won't go past the bullhorn and the tip dropping AD. Hold on, any insurance policies got signed around here? You know what I'm saying? How you feel? They all that. We feel sorry for your loss, but look, we investigate this here. Our community. You know, the consistent. I ain't just talking about right there on I'm talking about who is the land, the property, all of the benefactors of our bloodshed. You know what I'm saying? And you go look at these cats' contracts. You know what I'm saying? Man, they sign, soon they sign, they get knocked up. You know what I'm saying? You look who they put around them. Look, watch these cases. You know what I'm saying? So again, everything is political, y'all. Real talk. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. So we're gonna be talking about December 3rd, December the 4th. We got the artists for the Hampton House. That's gonna be a topic. We're gonna have some guests on the next weekend. We come up on December the 4th, man. But as you still with us, let us know anything. Jump in, anything I missed, feel free. Put it in there.
peace, blessings, love, and service, man. You know, I just want one of the comrades to come in, man, that's willing to be front line, you know what I'm saying, like I always do, to make sure I ain't the only one speaking, you know what I'm saying, about these, you know what I'm saying, privileged things that you know what I'm saying, people do to put these imps in our way. You know, one of the things that we understand about this revolutionary struggle, man, we got to put our life on the line. You understand me? Because it's like they told us from the very beginning, man, we was born to die. And if you don't have anything that you're willing to die for, then you ain't never lived in the first place. So why the fuck are you here? You know what I mean? So I was one of the frontline guys that I've been knowing behind you all for the last 20 years to come in, man. We call our brothers, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna say my brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But come on in and talk to the chairman, Fred, and the guys, man.
Peace and blessing, love and service. My name is Brother Boyd. I'm originally from New York, but I stay down in Albany, Georgia. I'm here in Smith Street Prison with Brother Hess. I've been knowing this brother for 20-some years. Me, myself, I have been incarcerated for over 27 years now. I caught a little murder case in Albany, Georgia, and it was a black and white thing, but basically that wasn't what I come to speak about. What I come to speak about is the way we're being treated in Georgia Penitentiary. It's no longer the white man that's really actually oppressing our people. It's us, ourselves. We have these black officers as a part of this Georgia Department of Correction. They coming in with these attitudes and like they have family problems or they mad that they work for the state. And they jumping on these brothers, man, without really giving a chance to hear what they got to say or understand the situation. And it's sad to me to see that these guys have so much rage and display so much violence towards their own people. And I wish it was a way that we can get these black men to try to uplift our brothers in here, because you know we down in these prison systems and we got all these long-term sentences and we already tormented because we miss our families, we miss our mothers, we miss our children, we miss all the loved ones that we left on the street. But it's sad, man. You know we got problems and there ain't nobody trying to understand our problems or try to help us or even to try to, you know what I mean, give us some type of motivation to try to look for the next brother to be uplifted. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to see if there was a way that we can find some type of solution to this problem.
But you know, and you know, peace and blessing, this brother is coming back in, man. You know, man, I want to speak up, man. You know, I ain't seen this brother in like 10 years. He was at the compound up at Haiti when we first started Pop's movement. The very first dorm we started in, you know, back in 2010. And I ain't seen it since then. You know, they separated all of us when that thing first started out. And, you know, it's crazy because he got into it with some black guards, you know, in another compound about a week ago. And they brought this brother to my cell. It's crazy, man. They brought this brother to my cell. They said, come up, man. And I'm like, no, I ain't coming up a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody coming up in my room. You know what I mean? Especially if they ain't GD. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody gonna fucking kill me, and I ain't killing no goddamn somebody. Y'all ain't gonna keep me in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know, so they had all these niggas in black, you know what I'm saying? You know, goddamn, like, it ain't about you. We got to have this cell. You know, I'm like, shit, what the fuck's wrong with the cell? You know what I mean? So apparently the cell's been compromised. There's something going on with the cell itself. So I looked out the door, I said, I told you he ain't coming up in his room if he ain't GD. You know what I mean? And so I look out the door, they said, well, he an older guy like you. You know what I'm saying? So I look out the door and I see who they talking about. You know, and I see my goddamn comrade from over 20 years ago, you see me. And I said, all right, I'm gonna let this nigga in here. So goddamn, and not be nothing, you know what I mean, behind this right here. And come to find out, man, this brother come in my cell, man, barefooted, man. Man, they got a pair of drawers, a pair of socks. They done stripped our beloved brother. And this brother done there 50 years old, man, you know what I'm saying? They got him walking, you know what I'm saying? You know, through the whole compound, barefooted, man. You understand me? In November cold weather at nighttime, you understand me? In the middle of the night, now they woke me up, you know what I'm saying, to bring this brother in. It's like, and even to this day, right now, over a week later, this man has yet to be given a mattress to sleep on, a pillow. They ain't even gave this man a sheet. They ain't even gave the man a pair of drawers. They ain't gave him a toothbrush to brush his teeth or a rag to wash his face with. You understand me? So according to their record, they done took all this man legal work. They done took everything from this man, and he's reported supposed to be in his cell with nothing but a jumpsuit and not even a fucking pair of goggles on his ass. You dig what I'm coming from? And you know what's the comrade, we gonna take care of this, bro. We gonna make sure he ain't got everything he needs. You understand me? But I'm saying that this is what these black brothers that he's speaking about is doing from the place where he came from to the place where he is at. And it hurt, man. You know, this hurt in the soul because we're looking at some of these brothers, man, and it's like, why niggas out down the street ain't holding these niggas accountable? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck we talking about proportional voting, you know what I'm saying, and proportional, you know what I'm saying, goddamn rights and equality, and where the fuck is the outside, you know what I'm saying, cats around these areas? How they letting these niggas walk around with this police ass shit? You know, and coming in here treating goddamn little black folks like this right here. And that, man, listen, man, you know, and so, you know, I'm not saying hurt these niggas and fuck them over, but I'm saying, goddamn, y'all don't forget where the fuck you come from. Now, you know, so we come from our black woman's womb. We come from the motherland, man. You know, we all got the same struggle, man. And you can go work for them crackers. You understand me? And you can do what them crackers say while you at work. But there's a certain code you still don't break at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be a broken man on such a level to, well, man, let me calm the fuck down before I get a little too, you know, agitated and irritated, man. But the truth needs to be told, fam. That's right. Peace and blessings, man. Love, service, fam.
Peace and blessing, love and service, man. Respect. Let me touch on, man, this response to you, man. Almost respect. Someone just said, okay, on Instagram, we got, I don't know if you can give us more information. Robin Nacko, you about to get in Houston, Texas. Unit stolen. Somebody just commented about somebody about to be raided or something. So if you're able to call in, or give us a little more information. So heads up on that. I'll put your Instagram and face out there, Robin Nack. Oh, okay. Keep us, let us know if you should call some numbers down there. What's happening? We hitting this, and we get our head we checking all this out, you know. So we in Spirit Internationalism, trying to keep updated on all this. It hurts, man. I just
Can you spell that out for me? Can you spell that out for me from one time?
The Instagram. I want to investigate. I need more clarity. I'm gonna say the Instagram address they tapped in from is Robin Nack, ROBINACKO. I want to get a little more confirmation. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. And this is what I do, Chairman Fred. I'll reach out to you through inbox.
Yeah. Let me get a little more confirmation. Yeah, let me get a confirmation what's going on. And there's no slight on you.
Hey, man, tell your mama I think I love you,
man. Hey, we love you. We love y'all. We miss you. Hey, man. And we hear you loud and clear. I hope our listeners are hearing loud and clear. The people's pain reflects. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? I went down memory lane. Just talking about, you know what I'm saying? Man, this brother, man, this naked. I mean, I'm having flashbacks. You know, just had those concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts, man. And we get, you know what I'm saying? Again, we gotta organize. We gotta be clear, man. It's some casualties. It's some that's going. When they're in Rome, they're gonna do what the Romans do. Then there are some who gonna still ride with Hannibal, with the courage of Carthage. And in Rome, there's some of those who are gonna do what the Romans do. Then there are those who are gonna still ride with Hannibal and the courage of the Carthaginians. And I'm having flashbacks, man. Man, we cannot leave. Hey, man, one prisoner, one contact. Everybody's have a status check. You know what I'm saying? What's going down? And an update on some respective prisoners held captive, you know. And I know we get caught with these trivial things, you know, Super Bowl and BET awards, so on and so forth. This is going down right here, you know what I'm saying, behind enemy lines. It ain't because they ain't got the claw. I mean, that's the breaking process. You know, 50-some years old, you know what I'm saying? And our brothers say he heads up. He didn't put nobody in the cell. You see them there, them stage fight, the Roman gladiators would season them, would throw you down there and say, you're going to fight the lions or fight each other. That, man, what they doing, Corcoran prison, go Google it. Type in what they was doing in Corcoran, how the prison guards was, you know what I'm saying, putting the cartel for them in the cage, and the guards were making big bets. I'm talking about this in Corcoran, California. These, man, all this is the same. All this, oh man, somebody got killed by another prisoner. You'll be surprised. I mean, the type. I mean, it make rooster cockfight, the pit bull fighting like nothing. All this talk about, you know what I'm saying? The Humane Society, man. Peter and the rest of these motherfuckers stand up towards what's going on inside these concentration camps. They got Humane Society rules. Literally, it's rules. You can't keep a dog in a cage for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? You could, man, like literally. You know what I'm saying? If they call the CBC, Congressional Black Caucus, Congress, Republican, they say, hey man, emergency hearing tomorrow. We want to at least apply the Humane Society rules. How you got? I mean, how much a dog got to eat? How much water? You know what I'm saying? Just that.
Right.
If they said we want to apply the Humane Society, I mean, there would be quote me on this. There would be a revolutionary leap. If they call the thing tomorrow and say we want to, you can no longer, you know what I'm saying, put these dogs in cages. Change it. I keep telling people in Chicago, Chirac. If they told you took them numbers of the last 2 days, I ain't talking about the last week, the last day, if you want to go, Google it. Type in. Go to what's an app they got? I forget. Citizen. Type it in. How many people got murdered in Chicago the last 24 hours? 12 hours. And that's just the one they report. And take that narrative and say dogs. You just say dogs. 14 dogs. If you said 28 dogs shot and 12 dogs dead, you see what response you're gonna get. If this brother, he told you that same narrative of this 50-year-old man coming down there, you know what I'm saying? Take that same narrative and say dogs. And not only look at the policy, how the state would respond, as Shakespeare said, to thine self be true. How you would respond. How you would respond. How you would feel. If he said that same, everything he just told us is going, and Smith, if you take the words Smith Prison, Georgia, and you say, man, at the pet store on the east side, they got them dogs coming through there. They ain't giving no food. They ain't got the breast stick, and they ran. Ain't gave this dog no bath, and they ain't had no water, just that alone. Leave it at that. And ask yourself, how would you feel? And all that.
You know what's crazy? And I want to interject this too, Chairman Fred. They said they had some people. They said they had some people that wanted to come down here and do a wellness check on us, right? They said that the federal government here in the state of Georgia, they got it. Well, I'm sorry, not the federal government, the state government.
Y'all hear me?
The state of Georgia, they got it. Well, these prisons
Y'all hear?
are like an exile on this island, meaning that even representatives from the state council can come to the doors of the gates of these prisons and be denied from allowed to be coming in just to look at one of our bodies or one of our faces to make sure that we okay. You know what I mean? That's the type of stronghold that these people got. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to let nobody get no wellness check. They don't have to do nothing. They have a subject matter and a total matter jurisdiction that allows them to be able to hold me right now. You know, I tried to get back up to the court to get my case up in the court.
Extra likes.
Because
My fault, bro.
I don't know who that is with their background, but somebody needs to check their background. I ain't trying to be checking Fred's the host, but I'm just saying.
No. That was something that you good. We on it. It's good. We addressed you now. Okay, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. That was
But you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a certain jurisdiction that these people got in the penitentiary that allows them to run and function this thing understaffed and allow these people to die and nobody can even come in and check on their loved ones. So I just want to say this to the people, like, y'all be mindful of this, man, because we are fighting in the streets when y'all are out there on the front line talking to these young GDs, young Vice Lord, these young Stones, these young Black Soul. I don't know if they still got the Mickey Cobras and the Folk Hustlers and all them guys out there. But when you out here talking to these Bloods, Crips, and man, I hit the street, man. You let them know what's going on in here. When you get in here, man, you stuck like Chuck Jack. I had an opportunity. Everybody know I'm one of the longest prisoners in the state of Georgia waiting for most of the new trial hearing. I've been waiting 12 years up to get my rightful hearing for most of the new trial that was supposed to take place within 12 months after my trial. I've been waiting 12 years, and these people have been putting my thing back after back after back. And here I am, I'm one of the oldest prisoners in the entire state of Georgia that is still 12 years later waiting for a 12-month period process to be able to show and prove that my trial was not proper, that I'm in here for a murder case that was not dealing with anything concerning malice murder, but I'm in here dealing with an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to provide protection for my family that led to someone's death. I want to say this to y'all, man. Y'all make sure these young brothers out here understand that when they going out here and doing things to protect their family, there are 3 elements to crime. 3 elements of crime that the prosecution must prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And that prosecution must prove these 3 elements beyond a reasonable doubt. Well, what are you saying this to say, Brother Henry? The first one is what's called actus reus. It's the guilty act. The only thing they need is a body. Go delect that. The second is the causation. Did you really cause this death? They may be able to prove that, but the one thing that they are almost 90% never able to prove is the third one. Its Latin phrase is called mens rea. It's called the guilty state of mind. See, most of the time in our black communities, we ain't killing because we are just heartless, deranged killers. Most of the time, we killing because this nigga gonna kill me if I don't get him first, or he gonna kill my family and rob my family if I don't hit him first. And the defense that's supposed to be able to bring up the literal sense of making this man's real actual defense aspect is called a cultural defense. That's well, how the fuck can the prosecutor prove beyond a reasonable doubt your state of mind, and you were sent to school for 8 years for law, not psychology? So we have a right to get psychiatrists, sociologists up on this stand to explain to this majority white group of what they call our peers, and they're able to do this through a peer system based on the fact of who is voting and who has owning property in this county. You think where I'm coming from? But I'm saying that so we got to get psychiatrists, we got to get sociologists to get up on the stand and explain to his fellow white men, you understand me, what our culture says. We can't run to the police and snitch. We can't goddamn call out and think that the community guardsmen, the vanguard of the black community, gonna come in and save the day because our mama got raped, because these folks just Sunday robbing, and pistol whip and torture my brother or my cousin and stuff broomsticks in his ass. You understand where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. See, we got to handle this shit out because if we don't handle it ourselves, now we call snitches and bitches and we're gonna be killed and ostracized out of the community anyway. But see, if we don't have these sociologists come in and explain this, these psychiatrists come in and state the state of mind. See, it's just like this cracker that just killed these folks up there in West Orange. See, he's gonna beat that case. And the way that he's gonna beat that case in the end, even if they convict him now, is through the same aspect. The man's real. As long as I can prove that my defense is that I was striving to see my life, someone else's life, at that very moment that my mind felt like my life or someone else's life was in jeopardy. And that's the reason why I shot, I stabbed, or I hit this motherfucker. You understand me? That's the only element that it takes to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the prosecution case is some straight bullshit. They got to take it down from malice murder and felony murder down to what we call, what's the other case charge? Manslaughter. Thank y'all so much, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, God. It's called manslaughter, whether it's voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. It's going to carry no more than 20 years and no less than 1 year. So, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm on the case where they got me with life plus 5. And I got to do 35 years before I'm eligible for parole. I'm just now hitting year 14 on this case. You understand me? I had just hit 9 years straight before I caught this case. And so I've been here since I was 16 years old, man, outside of that 1 year. But ain't got a chance to get out until I'm down there 70 years old. What's wrong with this scenario? You know what I'm saying? When I'm in here because I had to save my family life. So I'm asking y'all, when y'all speaking to these street tribes, when y'all speaking to these young brothers through these mentoring programs, it's our duty to raise our young black men up with the knowledge to be able to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. And then it's also our consequential duty to tell them what the consequences of their acts is. And to give them the proper tools they need to fight for themselves on this front line, because we ain't gonna be there in the courtroom with them. We ain't gonna be in the back room when they talking to these public attorneys. And so, man, I just ask for the brothers, man, of the vanguard, man, our black revolutionary soldiers, to not just think that this thing is a black against white fight, or this thing is an oppressive, you know what I'm saying, fight. This thing is also a suppressed fight, you know what I'm saying? And certain information is not getting across to our people in time enough for them to help save themselves when our motherfucking black asses ain't even around to be able to help them in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So once they get in the belly of this beast, that's exactly where they at. They in that belly until that whale come up on their seat and open his mouth and throw up. And I swear to God, I love y'all. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now, man. I'm out in the shop from down here in the G State, man. We love y'all. We thank y'all, man.
We love and respect, man. They love and service, man. We love and appreciate y'all so much, man. Again, man, hey, anytime, anywhere, man, y'all can keep us updated, man. Again, y'all hearing this live and direct, man. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no, oh man, Chairman Fred be talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a bad experience himself being locked up. With my cousin, I don't believe my cousin said this. We can't take for granted, man, the fact that we got forces that I mean, man, acknowledging and exposing this. Abu Ghraib Baghdad. Google it, man. Abu Ghraib Baghdad. When they had when they showed you those pictures of those prisoners who were stripped naked, and they were letting those dogs loose on those on them, you know what I'm saying, on the prisoners. Those guards came from they was from the United States. In fact, one of them, Grainer, he was a guard in SCI Green where Mumia Abu Jamal was locked up at. And in the arrogance, them pictures weren't no hidden camera photos. Those are pictures that the guards took of those. They sent them back to their children. They sent them to their children. They got prisoners naked. So we hearing this like, well, maybe what Brother Hess when he says that this brother can't, the guards brought he barefoot, he naked, 50-something years old. Maybe naked means something different in prison, or that's like some sort of code or some slang term. But no, he literally. When they took me to the Supermax, when they pulled me up in the Supermax, big old warehouse, one of the guards tell me, say, man, he said, yeah, George Hampton. He said, yeah, I remember you was in Shawnee. He said, I'm the one that pissed all over your property. He said, man, this is gonna be your last stop. This is the guard told me, it's gonna be your last stop. Your tour is over. When they pulled me up in there, I'm saying this because a lot of times people say, well, it's just messed up down in Georgia. Smith just fucked up. Or what did he do? That's something that's weird. Do you hear people engage in this type of discussion? You talking about atrocities in the gas chamber or any other community? What did they, man, all this sidetracking of the slave. Did this shit, man. Again, you could, if I told you something, the dogs, if I told you, did that dog bite somebody? That ain't even your discussion. These atrocities. Back to this Supermax situation. They bring me up in the warehouse. So the guy, I told this before, you know what I'm saying? And it's triggering my thought when the brother Heston and the other brother they're talking. So God say, man, he said, yeah, George, he getting the names mixed up. Because somewhere in his brain, Field Marshal George Jackson, the chairman for him, them names sticking there somewhere with him. Because they remember them names. He said, George Hampton, I remember you. He said, yo, this your last stop on your tour. They pulled me up in the warehouse. It's pitch dark. The Orange Crusher, the beatdown crew come around. They got the oak sticks. They beating the van with the sticks, shaking the van, hollering. So I asked the guard, I said, excuse me, you said you know me? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, that's what I said. I said, can we go past this? Can we forward past this part, man? You know, I ain't on no macho stuff. If they come to beat down all this hooping and hollering. See, I'm telling people, I told some cats this yesterday. Cats keep on calling me, want to meet this. Listen, man, I took all this. Chairman Fred called it intellectual masturbation. That's the position I took my adversary and ally. I'm never no type of person for all that, man, whether it be the streets, the struggle, all that talking. Man, listen. I ain't for all that. Man, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a meeting. Man, I ain't no politician. I ain't in Congress, man. Man, Man, that's hiding the contradiction because ain't no guarantee tomorrows. So all this, that's what it is. He gets out the van. He tell him, he said, yeah, man. He say something to him. They stop hollering, woo, man, go. Hey, take me inside the building. They got the shackles around my ankles, around my wrists. I'm stripped naked. See, all this, I hope y'all hearing this. You know what I'm saying? For those who, you know what I'm saying, who got caught with thinking, who still, you know what I'm saying, thinking about the Emancipation Proclamation, we were free and all this, to draw the correlation to you. And see, everything political. Everything is political. And see, you passed, like I said them guards sent them pictures to their children for a purpose. See, this should become ingrained. You know what I'm saying? Ain't been no period in history in this country when the motherfucker said stop. That shit we did yesterday. Oh, hold on. Fremont, you got to call in the radio station, 929-477-3785. I got you. Fremont Radio, Google it. I'm on 929-47. I'm on radio right now. 929-477-3785. Press 1. Y'all bear with me.
All right, now come in and do this thing and co-host. Why are you doing that if you need some help now?
Say again, my brother.
I said, I'll come in and co-host for you if you need some help.
Oh, bro, you know, hey, come on, tag team with me while I'm doing this here, bro. No doubt about it. Come on, tag team with me, though.
Peace and blessings, love and service, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We live and direct, man, on Freedom All Radio, man. We want to send a big salute, man, to everybody that's been out there on the front line, that's going out and helping to protest. You know what I'm saying? We also want to send a big shout out to those that doing the behind the scenes work. There's a lot of people behind these phones and behind these computers that's helping to promote these protests, get these things centralized and organized behind the scenes. I want to send a shout out to our sister queens, man. And these queen sisters, man, be doing so much work that they never get no recognition for behind the scenes. We be seeing all the big names and all the big things just standing on the front line. I want to send a big shout out to the sister queen, man, that be doing so much work and they never look for no reward. And they hold their men up, you know what I mean, so high, you know what I'm talking about? And they let them get all the glory a lot of time, man. And then, you know, I just want to send a shout out, man, you know, sisters like Sister Daphne and our beloved Sister Queen, you know what I mean, that they have been doing front line, man, for Pop Movement Radio, for other radio stations, now Freedom All Radio, and, you know what I mean, I want to be a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to our sister that brought wealth and stuff with her. You understand me? Man, that sister that invited so much support on behalf of the guys behind the walls and last time that we was here on the live on the radio station. And one more thing, man. Peace and blessing, man. I want to say, I gotta get y'all, man. For people that don't know that, man, when them sisters actively involved in the struggle, man, they motivate us brothers to do some things and their emotions when they get, you know, tied into the care and the love of us brothers. Man, listen to me, man. I'm ready to die after I come up off of these things. You know, it's like Chairman Fred says, you know what I'm saying? I get tired of the people. You know what I'm saying? I may have been wanting to smoke a line, or I may have been wanting to drink and get geeked up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I be wanting to put the drugs and stuff to the side because my high, the experience of being able to look these sisters back in their eyes and see them say, well done, my brother comrade. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna shut up, man, and get these airways back over, man. But I think I gotta send a salute to our sister Queen, man. Y'all don't stop, man. Y'all keep inspiring us, because if we down these front lines, which I hope I do, you understand me, at the end, then we know we died a revolutionary death that was worse every ounce of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because we love y'all, man. Y'all keep putting us in as a nation, all right? Some blessings to the nationalist queen. Come on, crowd, love and service, sisters.
Amen.
Man, that was. Thank you. That was so That was motivating. That speech right there, just alone, like, golly, you coming after me and Sister Daphne's job, sound like. Can't have it though.
It's a brother. He reminded me. I was just thinking about this brother. I said one time, he was locked up with Field Marshal George Jackson. I can't remember his brother's name. He was in California talking. And he was talking about the images. And I want to reiterate something you just said, you know. Let me say this, let me before I go into this story. There's a difference between a war and a revolution. A war is two occupying armies where you suit up and you boot up and you get out to get out. A revolution, you gain the mass of participation, the masses of the people. The ecosystem of struggle. Ecosystem. It should be, we add on to the old axiom that says steel sharpen steel and men sharpen men. We say, you know, we add on to say steel sharpen steel and men and women sharpen men and women. It should be a dynamic, you know, it was a climate, you know, with man, where it was encouraged. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, I mean, how you looked at your children, your woman, your man, it was encouraged. The man, you know, the ante was up. Well, you know what I'm saying? It was the discussion with street organizations, street tribes, where cats, you see the dynamic from the devil disciples to the black disciples, the Black Stone Rangers, the Black Peace Stone Nation. You see a dynamic where, you know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, what Chairman Fred said, the best dressed brother was one with a leather jacket and the 45. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was the definition of beauty was redefined. You know, it was as opposed to discussion like who the high roller. It was like, it was a you know, even you know what I'm saying, it was it caused your chest to stick out. You know what I'm saying? You know, how you looked at dates, how you looked at music, how you look at the type of music is a whole different dynamic. Chairman Fred used this term, they say you talk about functional funk. Like you come in, you been out there, you know, Kevin out there pushing the Black Panther Party newspapers out there, been out working all day. Come and say, man, you ain't had time for no bad. You come and under normal colonized situations. So man, go take you a bath, whatever. You come in selling them papers, it's a different smell to that funk. And you know, and that's a climate where you see, you know what I'm saying, it was a, you know, in Vietnam. When they, you know what I'm saying, doing the resistance, you know what I'm saying, when they challenge, you know what I'm saying, when they done shook the French, you know, they challenge U.S. imperialism, you know what I'm saying, when you, under the tenure of, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Ho Chi Minh, you know, Giap, even there was a different prostitute. There's a different prostitute. When prostitutes, they were talking amongst each other, man, they would have their chests out. Take American soldier to bed, he won't get up in the morning. It was a different dog. It was a different bumblebee, where bumblebees were trained to come out of the bamboo sticks and come out at a certain time where the American soldiers didn't know if it was the Vietnamese or bumblebees. It was a different entertainer, the propaganda bombs, a different climate. The terms with the ante was upped. And you know, and like even clinical psychologists and doctors talk about watching this piece. They was something like, they say like something you dismiss is like getting, they call giddy. You see somebody that you like or something. You know, they say like, you know, yeah, you butterflies and you. I was watching this show. They was breaking down even how the brain works. There are certain things that click in your brain when you see something that you like or you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? And you think you think you just tongue twisted. You know, oh, my nerves. It's certain dynamics in your body that kind of stiffen up or move a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that's connected to your blood, to your heart. It's certain things that make you feel different when you colonize. You got to put your head down, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, literally or physically, when you were saying you're oppressed, you know what I'm saying? You can't say, you get stopped up with certain things that you know ain't right. You got to hold it in. Give me a heads up, Sister Comrade. I think we got a call coming in from Wisconsin too. Let me know we got another call in queue. If we can if we can keep Brother Hess on the line too. I think we got Jacob Blake's uncle Justin Blake calling in, like direct from Wisconsin. So click him in if we can. So even while I'm speaking, just bring him right in.
I don't know if Daphne was having some technical difficulties, so I don't know if she's back on yet.
Oh, okay. If you can hear me, I don't want. Damn. Shit. If I click over, I lose my volume on this. Damn. Okay, Blake, the uncle. Damn. Hood Hope, hit. What's his name? From if you can on his inbox. Oh damn. Definitely, if you can, she can't get in. She can't tap in there. Okay. Hood over hit. Somebody hit. Oh damn.
Hey, listen, if you give me a number, I can call on three-way, and then I can make him back in on here, family.
I don't. Okay, hold on. The deal is, I'm scared to go on my phone because I lose volume on this Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That when I click up on this thing, I lose my volume. You can't hear me no more.
Okay.
Yeah. So somebody who's I know he's on Instagram or something. He's on Facebook. I think Justin Blake. That's the uncle of Jacob Blake, who was shot in Wisconsin, and that's Jacob Blake. So somebody can tap on his Facebook or something. Like tell him if he can tap on our YouTube live. He can't call in because we got some issues with going on, but we try to make it happen. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. But Fremont to come red.
There she is. I'm back on.
Okay. Do we got any other call? A caller call in? I'm looking for Blake. He just that was him who just called. I told him to hit us in. Okay, yeah, tell it inbox him. I'm gonna keep on going. I know we're on the countdown for time. But just to tap in about this, so people just don't. I mean, it really does impact relationships. It impacts how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's even physically. They talk. I mean, how you look. How you know. You look at them. You go look at some of even the ruling class footage. Go look at some of the footage of Milwaukee and Cleveland when the uprisings was going on. Look in Ferguson, Mike Brown town. Look in that background, Les McSpadden, you know what I'm saying, Mike Brown's father. Look at the people. Look at them youngsters how they walk. Look at them sisters with their hair undone. Look at Diamond Lavish Reynolds, Philando Castile that was gunned down in the car in front of her and her child. Look at her coming out of that jail with that ball up that box of Newport cigarettes. Look at her with her raw coming out of jail. Look at the beauty. Look at the strength. Look at them young cats. But I'm talking before they send the pacifiers in. Look at them. Look at that picture. That brother got his. Look at Darren Seals. Go back and Google. Look at him. Look at the strength of him.
I was gonna bring them up tonight, Chairman.
Welcome, big brother, Fremont.
Well, hey, Fremont, what's up, my brother? Welcome, Fremont Radio. We got a powerhouse. We got a powerhouse going on. We talking about what's going on in Smith Prison in Georgia. We talking about what's going on in Wisconsin. So man, feel free to jump in. You live and direct with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robert Allen, aka the Lady Rage, Sister Comrade Daphne, our brother Hess. We got a powerhouse of people all on Instagram, on YouTube Live. Y'all make sure y'all tap in that Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. online. Subscribe to it. We talking to the uncle. Jacob Blake, you know what I'm saying? See, don't let this case shooting paralyzing this young brother. Don't let this get lost. Don't get this lost in this whole discussion either. Now, you know what I'm saying? This whole they're literally whitewash, like literally. You be like, well, what happened? How did this happen? Okay, this Rittenhouse to be the footnote in the whole thing about Wisconsin. Let's not forget. You know what I'm saying? See, you can't talk. See. Don't just tell me Napoleon sold Louisiana to United States for this, I think it was 18,000, some short price. You got to talk about how Toussaint Louverture, how they had them on the run, you know what I'm saying? How they was getting down. You know what I'm saying? See, everything that happens, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me they came with certain concessions and a new law came out, they gave us this, affirmative action. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me about the thing about the civil rights bill without negating when Malcolm shaking this system up on the world about human rights, the human rights contradiction. See, the cornerstone of the building, it was built on the backs of black folks. When you stand up, all these different concessions and stuff, you know what I'm saying? At the expense and the root cause of it, you know what I'm saying? And they'll try everything. They'll give it so much media coverage. You're like, damn. What was this guy going down there for? What was Rittenhouse even going down there for? What was the, you know what I'm saying? J. Edgar Hoover. How did he go from a district attorney to the director of the FBI? What? Well, you know, they was into the mafia. They had an issue with Luciano. Luciano worked for them, for the government. He was utilized to go against Mussolini. You know what I'm saying? The deal was, who was Marcus Garvey? What was the UNIA doing? Everything you want to have, every discussion, they passed a new law. They came with this and that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You know, you can't carry guns no more. Why that happen? Why did Senator Mulford come with this? Why did Senator Mulford come with the Mulford Act? Why all of a sudden they had no problem with niggas getting out, having guns, getting out with each other? Then all of a sudden, May 2nd, 1967, what made Governor Ronald Wilson Reagan, before he was a president, come down there? What made them call for this junior rifle club to be down in California, Sacramento, the capital of California? A group of 14 to 24-year-old young cats that shook the world up. You know what I'm saying? That stood up and said, yeah, we subversive, yeah, we armed. And they politicized the gun.
Yes, sir.
These are what we call the principal contradictions. You know what I'm saying? That's the dynamic. So a lot of times we got a lot of people look for perfect allies or gift revolution. We got to deal with the chitlins of it. Say, hold on, okay, come on with it. We'll take that. However, we seize the time, we up the ante. Say, no, why is this happening? Every law is political. Every song, when you see every concession they give us is political. Every music that's coming is political. You say, what? And you better believe you search far enough, you're gonna see some black folks in it. It's the birth of it. Believe me. You know what I'm saying? Why certain groups are giving concessions? Because they this here. They know once you start, you say, wait a minute, man, this is why this happened. They can smell it before we smell it. You know what I'm saying? They can see the potential, say, man, something brewing. And as Malcolm X talked about the initial march on Washington, they said, okay, man, hold it, stop it. And they said, we can't stop it because we didn't start. It's okay, co-opt it. Water it down, change it. Put so much footage on his Rittenhouse, on him. For you know it, all you connect with Wisconsin, Rittenhouse. Let's go deeper than that. You want Afghanistan, we going over there, weapons of mass destruction. Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. Afghanistan, what made, hold on, what's happening? It's a trade route. Oh, opium. Oh, okay, this is more to this discussion. Everything that comes down, you can believe you tied into. So wait a minute, I didn't know this was going down. Listen, man, I didn't know. I'm reading this thing I'm watching the other day about the cocaine and crack in the community. They said at the time, Len Bias, the basketball player that supposed to die OD, Len Bias, Google him. I didn't know at the time he was a contending factor against Michael Jordan.
He was gonna be #1 in the world, brother.
Man, you better go back and do another autopsy on how deep this stuff go with him. Man, you look at certain dynamics, you have to put. See, I don't like movies. I don't like history that gives it to me in a subjective way. Don't just tell me this part. You know what I'm saying? What was going on in the world? And that's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You look at the timing. You look at, who got assassinated, who brought up, what was going on. Even John F. Kennedy, what was going on with Cuba? Why the Bay of Pigs? Why all these different dynamics? Why certain drugs? Why Chicago, you know what I'm saying, certain elections come? Why they get certain concessions? Now, with that being said, Justin Blake, welcome to Freedom on Radio, man. This the Uncle Jacob Blake. What's going on? Give us some updates, my brother.
Man, salam alaikum, brother. Thank you. Have so much freedom about all politics people. Thanks for having us on this season, brother. We just down here in Kenosha. This case with this Rittenhouse boy is a derivative of what happened with Jacob Blake. There wouldn't have been no Anthony and JoJo if not for Jacob Blake. They were out supported by nephew. Anthony was a dear friend of Lil Jake's, which we didn't understand. He went out to support him to activate his First Amendment rights. And he was gunned down in the street prior to getting home to his family, his fiance, their girlfriends, and their loved ones, brother. And for that, we want to see both their families get justice, since ours hasn't yet. But we want to reapproach the DOJ. Who the hell were these people that made this decision? What is their background that said it was okay for my nephew to get shot 7 times in the back in front of his 3 kids and be paralyzed? What's their background? And number 3, what the hell
was the evidence that they saw that the rest of the world didn't see that said that this shit was okay. You got to take everything a little bit at a time. Number one, we going to have this family get justice tomorrow. We believe the jury's going to come back and slap this punk. He's not going home. He may not be going to jail for life, but he's not going home. And that's a victory to the Lloyd family, to Bianca Austin, Breonna Taylor's auntie that goes all around the country with my brother Big Jake trying to help other families. This is a victory for all of these people, man. All these people that lost loved ones in 2020 and many years before that. This is like the culmination of your daddy, our daddy, coming into one. We now are moving more organized. We now are forgiving each other. We now are putting little twos and views to the side. We rather agree to disagree and work together than not get work apart, brother. That's the most beautiful thing about all of this craziness of 2020 and 2021. Our goal as the Blake family, my brother Big Jake, Bianca Austin, and the Taylor family, of the Floyd family, is to bring something tangible back to our African-American community, because we get the hell out before we sell out. This isn't about our individual families. It's totally about how we can better uplift our people, raise the quality of life of the African-American community, and make it so our children and grandchildren are guaranteed to go to college, because the more education you have, the more money you have, the more you can donate, the more you can help the community, all the way down the street with it. We want ours like we want it yesterday. Like Martin Luther King said, the uncashed check, we want that check cash. Like Malcolm said, by any means necessary, we're here to get that money. We're not asking for it, we demanded it.
Give us, just in case we get cut off, give us a contact where people say people get updates. And did you say, okay, so are they saying the verdict is supposed to be rendered tomorrow?
I'm thinking, Big Brother, tomorrow we're inviting everybody down to Kenosha, Wisconsin, in front of the courtyard steps. It's down 0 for the nation and international press that are down there. We gonna win. We're gonna bring it on home for our people. We're gonna get the DOJ to reopen Little Jake's case, and we're gonna get that corrected. We've got some rights that need to be wronged. The more we stay together, the more we stay unified, the more we can get stuff done. So please come on down to Kenosha from 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening tomorrow. Hopefully the verdict will be handed down. Our boy be ready, packed up and ready to go to jail, and we can move on to other issues that we have that are pressing.
Right on. Again, give us some contact with people, some social media contact, or some people can.
Y'all can reach out to LOC, Leaders of Kenosha, on Facebook, or look up LOC, L-O-K, Leaders of Kenosha. They always have the fractions and the dope information about how the Blake families are doing and what our next event is. We need people to come out to Kenosha, Wisconsin tomorrow. It's only an hour from Chicago, 45 minutes from Chicago, about 45 from Milwaukee. We need to flood them steps with the people of the revolution, with the people power that we have. We don't have financial power, but we have something that you can't buy, and that's people power. All power to the people. Big ups to the red, black, and green. Unity now. One Africa.
We live and direct, y'all. Power to people, free them all. Yeah, you can't make this up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this ain't scripted. Y'all done traveled the world with us, man. You know, so we've been through Smith Penitentiary, Smith concentration camp, giving you live, up to date, brutal updates. You know what I'm saying? With Kenosha, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all make sure y'all stay in contact. Y'all, I'm about to we got the cub on out. I think I'm about to do another interview. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go live over the YouTube live with Instagram with this too. Do this interview, I guess, set up as a students in from Northwestern. I'm gonna do this real quick, but y'all stand to. Sister Cassandra just gave us some updates too. What's happening with regards to Stateville? Y'all know ain't no water in Stateville. We've been taking water down there to the joint, to the camp. I'm talking right, like literally, yeah, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So we still fight. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all you could go Cassandra Greer who been online with us, and we got, you know what I'm saying, man, she ain't let up one bit. You know what I'm saying? Man, Nicholas Lee, her husband, man, they took him out. This one of the first ones, regards when you get worried about the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying, Cook County Jail. Hey, she ain't stopped yet. You know what I'm saying? She ain't stopped. I ain't gonna say yeah, she ain't stopped. And again, we got real talk. It's been an honor, y'all. Let's keep our heads up, eyes on the fist, clench, y'all. Again, we ain't just talking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we attach this energy in with some work, y'all. Y'all get in contact. We get these contacts out there. One person, one contact. You know what I'm saying? Track us down. People be on here calling, you know, say, I can't find them. You found what you want to find. You know what I'm saying? Man, find that Sunday NFL game. Find these forces. Get in contact with them. One person, one contact. See how you can support. Another episode of Freedom On Radio, hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. and Robert Allen, aka the Lady of Rage. Again, let's make history, take history, and tape history. What's it called? Free 'em all. Free 'em all. Free 'em all. There's love right back at you. Was she they want me over there? Okay, you stay here? Okay. Okay.
She doesn't start till.
Okay. Y'all want to do it right here? Okay. Right. That's why I said yeah. That's why I said yeah. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Yeah. All right. No bad. Baby.
Unequality, martial law, segregation, forced teaching, forced education. Now it's time for us to come amongst this nation. They deceiving us, they don't believe in us. They believe in that queen like Julius Caesar. I'm like Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, for the years. Ripping the chains of the remains of all of the leaders. Never worship the image of evil swine eaters. I'm on the back of the bus with two fine demons. We in the jungle of life, but never jungle.
Hold on, I'm keeping this on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna keep this with me. I'm still going. We are.
Let me see if I can make it work.
Okay. I want to get okay. What can I said my piece at? I'm still going. I'm gonna go. I'll be sitting here.
Is that all
What?
right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let me get some of this up out of there. I'm keeping this on.
Yes.
Okay. All right. For just 1 minute. Let me get some of this out of here real quick. I'll twist this. Okay.
All right.
Get my bag up out of here.
Yeah. My only concern is that like the wall is a little like
Too much, too wide.
noisy. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, could we
So,
just turn it around?
We can put them at this desk
Either that or can we just shift this way
and
and
I
their
can
face
get
this
you a
way?
light.
Or we could do that